image in the chat. They're pretty dope. I think last time when I went to NFT or ETH Denver, the ones I had printed were a little too big, I think. So I wasn't able to bring or
Oh wow.
share many of them. So I just dropped them in the gym. But I'm going to try to get like a good 20, 30 of them at least to get hand out to people and stuff for our events, especially for the the doggos that end up attending and stuff. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to have one.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I wish I could attend, but it seems like all the crypto events are in the US. You know, it's unfair.
Well, yeah, I know, and
It's like free
hopefully,
for all. Yeah.
yeah, I know we hit East Coast, Middle Coast, and West Coast. So now I think the baton is going to be passed. I think our next event we should try to do something in either Europe or in Asia. So if anybody on the call is interested in like attending, I think there was a list floating around of all the upcoming events. But if anyone's interested in setting up a meetup or even having a small group meetup, for instance, in Europe at like a bigger conference or something, you should definitely try to set something up because I think it's really different, meeting people IRL from the Discord and the meme space here. So I think it adds a lot and is a cool way to kind of connect with people.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, do you want to start then, or should we wait a bit more?
Let's see. We got about 20 people. That's pretty good actually.
Yeah, see so.
Well, I'd say
Yeah,
yeah, let's
okay.
oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. I just started recording, so maybe
Yeah.
kick
All
back
right.
in.
Wonderful. And actually, yeah, to kick off too, just quick update. Bubba's out for the day, so we'll be leading the call. So if there's any complaints about the quality of the call, make sure you send your angry messages to him. I'm
Use
sure he would
complaints.
appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. Um, and then I had a kind of an interesting update too. So I think many of you guys already know this, but I'm setting up my own little project. So currently, I run the project Doge Generals, which is very historically focused. And I'm also though deeply interested in things like science, engineering, uh, economics, politics, etc. Just a lot. I have a very eclectic kind of group of interests. So I'm expanding on that by creating something called the Doge Academy, where people can kind of come, hang out, learn, enjoy, learn things, and also teach things as well. So if that kind of stuff interests you, feel free to join the community. I just dropped a link here. Um, I think the most useful stuff and most relevant things for the next couple months will be we're going to be doing weekly, like, kind of career talks. And I have a really intelligent colleague that uh, really went kind of deep into the corporate space in the US and really learned a lot about interviewing and recruiting and stuff. So we'll be doing like a professional development kind of class on Saturdays at 9 a.m. PST or 12 noon Eastern time zone. And also I was a recruiter and managed a recruiting team as well, so I'm super familiar with that kind of stuff. And then we also are doing on Sundays a history Twitter Spaces at the same time where we discuss like things like, for instance, we went through about maybe 300 years of Roman history in over the course of a couple months, and now we're discussing the assassination of JFK. So we'll probably shift on to another subject soon. Yeah, I know the conspiracy stuff people seem to really like,
Yeah.
so that was very popular. And then I'm also going to be trying to set up another Twitter Spaces where we discuss like current events and news and stuff. So it's a pretty ambitious start to the project. It's super early. So if you join now, I'd really appreciate any feedback on anything from like the design of the PFPs we're making to the actual program, as well as if any of you guys are interested in teaching or learning on any subject, feel free to let me know. Um, yeah, and so NFT LA is probably one of the things I'm most excited about right now. That's going to be happening in about 2 weeks, and we're going to have really good dog representation there. So first, I want to do a big shout out to Chocorado. He moved mountains, and even though he won't be attending in person, I think he was kind of the key driver of helping us get the everything settled and set up correctly, making sure we're getting our swag and all that stuff. It was very messy until he kind of came in and brought order to it. So, and I think some of his work was a little bit behind the scenes, but it's important to recognize too that like that stuff, that commitment, and the ability to just kind of execute and get stuff moving is super important. And I feel like if it is successful, it will only be because of his efforts. So super big shout out and thank you to Chocorado on that. I'll also be attending with Doge Ninja. I don't know if he's on the call. Yeah, he's not on the call right now, but he'll be attending with me in person too. So that should be pretty fun. We're still kind of finalizing what exactly we are going to be doing, but there's a pretty good chance that we'll have the Doge Claire in there and a pretty sweet house party where start what is it called? Start Adoption, I think it's called, dog adoption. They're a really great charity in the LA area that we donated $250,000 to save animals. So they're going to actually be joining us at Crypto Steve's house, and they're going to be bringing animals, and we're going to have like a dog adoption party where people can adopt dogs, and if you adopt a dog, you win something. And then after that, we're going to be having a party where any dog holders get in for free. So it should be pretty fun. We're going to get a lot of good pictures and stuff to share with you guys, but yeah, it's super exciting. One thing I'm excited about too is Doge Ninja printed some really dope business cards, and I don't have any business cards, so I'm super appreciative to him for helping with that too. But also, one thing on Chocorado, if it is a failure, I'm also blaming you for that too. So no, just kidding. Yeah, he ruined NFT LA. No, just kidding. Yeah, I think it will be successful. And one cool thing too is, and I didn't know about this, is there's this politician in the U.S. called Andrew Yang. He's like super into like more techie type stuff, really into like the future of the workforce and making sure people are getting technical jobs and stuff. And he's setting up his DAO. So on Thursday of that week, we kind of have a connection where one of our friends is actually hosting.
Oh,
Yeah, he's actually hosting a party with Andrew Yang. So I'm gonna do my best to try to dog pill Andrew Yang and get him into our community. So we'll see how that goes.
that would be really funny. I mean, you could just use it like a really nice example of how Web3 can sort of give a community or even just a brand to build a community around it and just a whole ecosystem, right? I mean, just imagine
Yeah,
how many
totally.
things came out of the the Doge project that otherwise, couldn't have existed just from, uh, yeah, just from Doge being so popular, I guess.
Yeah,
So
totally.
yeah,
And I haven't ever seen him like kind of pump Doge or like do anything with Doge before, but obviously,
uh,
like you see when these people like
yeah,
kind of engage with this meme space, people get super pumped up. So
mhm,
I think it would be good for him and it would be good for us.
yeah.
So I think it's a
Honestly,
good opportunity.
yeah, I'm not really in touch with American politics, but I do know that he was a big proponent of UBI one time, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and like the Web3 space and also the metaverse and with things like play to earn, right? Uh, have a narrative that maybe in the future people would be you know when automation sort of deletes all manual jobs and like
Yep.
most people, yeah, maybe people would sort of really need a way to uh, I guess monetize their own interests, right? That's
Yeah,
the
man.
simplest, even if the interest is, I don't know, hanging out with people, making a DAO
Yep.
around a Dogeum, right? So
I I love that.
yeah, so yeah, there's definitely a big topic of discussion here. So
Yep.
yeah.
And like how I think one other cool idea is just like how society is changing. Like for instance, and I have no strong religious beliefs
Mm,
myself, and it's fine for people to have those beliefs. But I feel like as religion becomes less popular, there does need to be almost like another community type aspect to people's lives. And this is one of those areas where people can kind of build that community, even if they don't necessarily have like a
mm,
in-person church that they attend. And then the other thing is, I feel like just like the normal standard 40-hour a week salaried job is slowly disappearing and stuff, and it's being replaced in chunks by
Yeah,
things like this. So I definitely think this is the future, and this is like a pretty exciting kind of avenue that I think he could learn a lot, from kind of engaging with us. So
yeah,
let's see. I'd love to network with him.
yeah, yeah. I mean, this also right for the better in a way. At least I see it that way. Maybe I'm a maxi, but really, just crypto in general is seems to be like the last hope for people because in a way, what automation AI is doing at its core is very dehumanizing, right? It's like saying, oh, people can just be replaced by robots. We don't really need you anymore. And also couple that with a lack of religion, which, as controversial of a scientific topic it may be, it still provides like a clear, meaning for people in their day-to-day lives, and also a community they can relate to. Like they have a sort of they can see their life path, and in our current society where it's very the path isn't as clear, and it also feels, as I said, very dehumanizing. Just something as simple as being able to monetize yourself just from yourself existing and having interest, and uh, doing stuff within a community is probably it's probably gonna have a big cultural effect.
Totally, absolutely, and if you think about it, one interesting thing, and this is a nice segue to layer three bounties is
Oh yeah.
I can also imagine people like kind of like for me at least, like I was getting super bored in my full time job. It's very repetitive, same thing. It's like this is what you just dedicate your everything to, and it's like not enough kind of mix of interesting things to keep me really engaged. And
Hmm.
recently, I actually started looking at our bounties, layer three bounties, and I realized like, wow, they're super generous and the tasks aren't super complex. Like, and I'm amazed more people aren't just hopping
Yeah.
on this. So, Paco, could you talk about layer three bounties in terms of the dog community a little bit more?
Yeah, I definitely want to mention this again, and it's also a nice sort of segue here to this topic. Doge, if you could just drop the Twitter thread in the general chat that I made showcasing all the
Sure.
yeah. Uh, so if you guys didn't know, for some reason, we've launched around 13 bounties that have many winners each, and the total prize pool is like somewhere over 2 million dog, uh, and so yeah, it really is like probably the best and easiest way to uh, start earning dog by contributing, and I just think layer 3 is mm, like I really like it because it just gives us a way to for someone, literally anyone can hop in, do a simple task, just submit their proof that did it, and earn some dog. The dog rewards range from anywhere to, I think currently at this price it's 40 to $150. So yeah, 16,969 dog to 69,000 dog. So yeah, I just want to mention really fast some of the bounties. Yeah, there are many types. Some one of them is so we have recruiter bounties, for example, where no, we really just want to get in touch with more people. So, if you know a builder or a meme lord, someone who is really in touch with the meme space and meme culture in general, or even just maybe a famous TikToker or YouTuber. If you could somehow be this middleman who could um, uh, help us get in touch with someone like that, yeah, you're gonna get rewarded for that. And yeah, so other things. So we have design bounties where you could Photoshop Doge into historical masterpieces. I know Magic Z is really good at that. Um, and yeah, yeah, do infographics, or if you're good at writing Twitter threads, we have a couple topics on that. Um, we also have video, if maybe your medium is making videos or even TikToks, we have bounties for that. Or if you just like making memes, we also have bounties for that. And yeah, we've received quite a bit of submissions already. Uh, I also like that the meme verse. Uh, I don't know if he's here, but the meme verse submission, how he put the Doge banana in a museum. Uh, yeah, yeah. One of my favorite bounties is just go into a museum and somehow sneak Doge into there. You know. Yeah, yeah. So these are some. Yeah. So go ahead, guys. If you're free, check them out.
Great, wonderful. Thank you for that. So what's the situation? I saw dog marketer job offer.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Yeah. So obviously, with the hype wind down, uh, uh, we and Please are actively searching for a new marketer who will be, better suited for a dog's specific ambitions, better, understand what the Doge NFT is, so it can raise more awareness for it. And yeah, Booba and Pleaser are, working on finding a good market for that. Also, maybe this alpha, I don't know, but Zona is also, uh, you know, currently brainstorming or like exploring a lot of ways that PleasrDAO can um, uh, create some cool projects specifically for the dog community. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I think uh, we're gonna come up with exciting things.
Great,
Yeah.
wonderful. And then any dog DAO updates?
Yes. Yes. Of course. There's a pretty significant dog DAO update that you guys probably saw in the announcement channel, uh, and that is the dog community fund is finally in full control of the community. So I think this is like a very big step for the end goal of the Doge NFT project, which is to full decentralization, to sort of improve the tokenomics a bit, so the community has more control of what happens, and yeah, so uh, a multi-signer was set up with notable community members, Zona, Tridog, um, Cold Plunge, Shrugs, $2 Hot Doge, right? And yeah, and currently around 24% of the dog token supply is uh, in that uh, it's controlled by the dog DAO. And some things are being explored about what PleasrDAO is going to do with um, with their share of 55% of the supply, with of course the goal being uh, decentralization. So yeah, I really like the I feel pretty good about the direction where Dog is going, and sort of finding the best community members to help steer that ship faster and faster. Yeah, and I just want to reiterate because I saw some comments about people maybe being a bit confused about that. Uh, Literally nothing really changes about how we've operated or how we're trying to, our governance flow. The only thing that changes is that now the community fund is officially owned by the Dog DAO. So uh, yeah, next phase I guess would be to help add more work streams like layer 3, for example, which will give people the the chance to contribute and earn dog salaries, right? Or just dog in return for their contributions. So yeah, I think that's
Wonderful.
it. Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else?
Um, no, I think you captured that. What else do we have here? Did you did you
Yeah.
just
So
cover Dank Bank? Yeah.
no,
Dank
I
Bank and
didn't.
Pixel Portal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
let's
the
do
pix. Yeah. So the Pixel portal. I just have some a bit of I guess update or alpha or whatever you want to call it on that. Yeah. So currently 12 million dog is locked in the Pixel portal,
awesome.
and oh wait, actually, okay, that's a bit of a tangent, but could you just drop the uh, dog the Doge website?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's written in some notes in the general that Zona made, so people can just look through the governance flow and everything. Anyways, so back to the Pixel portal. Yeah, so around 12 million dog are currently locked, and the team is trying to currently working on enhancements with I guess two major ones being uh, making it cheaper to acquire Doge pixels. So that would include like moving it to other layers and chains, and also working on a router so people can buy pixels with other ERC20 tokens. Right, so it would route your token, it would buy Dog, and then with Dog it would automatically, stake it to mint a pixel. Right, so I think this will really boost the tokenomics side of it, and then in the future these are not really things being worked on, but at least we've mentioned it, and really the Doge Pixel portal has a lot of potential of what can be done with it. So some cool things that in the future could be done would be to improve visuals. So maybe you could, when you mint a pixel, you could see the rarity of your exact color. So maybe I don't know, because currently you don't really know if blacks are more rarer than oranges, or maybe there's a blue pixels, like a couple, three blue pixels, right? So yeah, that just give some rarity on top of placement would be cool. Also, just merging pixels is an obvious one where you could maybe merge with pixels adjacent to you, and yeah, and or maybe something like how the sandbox has a map where you could just get pixels from this map and build stuff on it. So yeah, the Doge itself as an image turning into a metaverse, I guess that would be like the end, goal. Um, yeah. Anyways,
Cool. I think it's a phenomenal project, and it really highlights how
yeah,
cool Bark Tank can be. Like, this was something a community member just cooked up and came up with, and now they we actually implemented it, and it's a super cool site, and it's a really cool use case too for dogs. So
yes, yes.
very nice. I love that. And then what about for Dank Bank? What's going on with Dank Bank?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to mention that they're going live, but also, uh, I guess this is, I guess we already covered the major updates currently happening with Dogo this week, right? This is more of a just in general what's happening outside of our little world here, and if you you've probably heard already about the Dank Bank, but it's launching live today, and I think it's really like a great step for the meme economy, which we're obviously a part of, and I really hope it would, um, or like surely it would bring a lot of attention to how you could not only build a brand for a meme, but from a meme, but also you know um, uh, uh, be able to own a part of that brand with a fungible token for a non-fungible, right? And to add to that, um, you know, you guys have seen the ape token launch also today, which in my opinion, is also like a great. Yeah, in general, we're really starting to see that shift in narrative to fungible, non-fungible tokens, or how tokens really can capture the value of a brand with all its its better liquidity. It can introduce smaller players or even bigger players, right? Uh, than just being non-fungible, right? And really brands being associated with tokens. I think currently, Coinbase is calling these tokens experimental tokens, which, I guess in a way, Dog would fall into such a category, right? Yeah, in general, it would fall in the same category as the ape token or all the Dank Bank tokens, or something like NFD, right? In general, it's just a token that represents a brand. In Yeah, for us, it's obviously the iconic Doge. So yeah, uh, yeah, I just wanted to mention that. So, just to say that, if you may be feeling down lately, and there's a lot of stuff happening in the world, but I'm like very positive that our time will come, guys. So, yeah, hold on to that, and yeah, let's keep building. I guess
Awesome.
that's you know.
Well, I went to the Dank Bank. They have like a preview, and it's very cool. So I encourage everybody to check that out once they go live later today. Um, awesome. Is there anything else we have to discuss? Does anyone else have questions? Want to drop in general chat, or anyone want to come up and speak? One note is we do not have a POAP today. The POAP
Yeah.
machine broke. We spent all of the money repairing my 3D printer, so the POAP printer is out of service for today. So
Mm. Well,
we need like a failure to verify POAP, the opposite of an actual POAP.
yeah. Pop.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah, no questions then?
Yeah, feel free to drop them in Gen Chat, or we can always. Yeah, I see magic hands.
Yeah.
Is it magicians or magic hands? How do I say that right? I always wonder.
I've been keeping a loose track on who was in the call.
Magicians, magic hands,
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Magikanzi, right?
magic handsy. All right. You get the America flag. Don't know why.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Well,
Yeah, I guess we did speed
yeah.
run it this time.
All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, guys. Well,
Mm.
I think that's it. Have a nice day. All right.
Okay, guys. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to the 25th community.
Yep. Wonderful. See ya.
See you guys.
Yep. See ya. See ya.
Just gonna wait like 2 minutes. Shortest call yet. Oh wait, oh